just like cracking up a cold Dr. Pepper in a can while watching Tom Brady clap Mahomes in the 2021 Super Bowl. I'm back with another Storytime Saturday. If you feel squeamish or uncomfortable about what I'm going to be talking about, well, I've been saving up this story for a while because I've been waiting for the test results. And if you don't know this already, I got hurt in March. Yeah, it's been okay, I guess. It's just like rowing in real life. From March to now, I've been in lots of pain, hobbling around in crutches. You might have seen a few update shorts from the Hi Me series. I just do Hi Me, talk about how I was going through a couple of these tests. I went to the doctor this Thursday and got the rest of my test results, so I'm going to spill the tea for you. So it all started when I got this job when I was lifting and moving heavy furniture for people, and the furniture was 3 times heavier than I was because I'm underweight, and yet I want to fit in like everyone else. I needed this job. I needed the money really, really bad. So I said I could do it. And while I was doing it, I pulled my ribs and I pulled my back and I hurt myself really bad. This was way before I hurt my knee. I wasn't your average bodybuilder, but I considered myself as an athlete because I would go and shoot basketball any chance I got. I barely had transportation to go from No John's place to the workplace. And since No John's would drop me off in the morning, but by lunchtime he was either at his work or he was busy with something else, so I jogged from my workplace all the way to his house, which is literally like 18 to 20 minutes. I would jog back to his house to see if he had a crumb or something because I didn't have any money, man. After I lifted all that heavy furniture, I jogged all the way back to his house hoping I'd get like a cracker crumb or something. And then I find out he's not there, so I would jog from his house all the way back to my workplace, almost about 2 minutes late or something, or right on time to start my work. So I didn't have anything to eat. At the end of the day, I'd usually just go back to No John's house. We'd sit, have some Dr. Pepper, maybe have some pizza, life was good. After I got hurt, I left my job because I didn't want to get hurt anymore. But about 2 days later, I walked my mom into a Walmart and she left me at the Lego aisle. There was this one Lego set that stood out to me. I got to see a Millennium Falcon, except the Darth Vader is white. And I thought it was pretty cool, so I went to go take a picture. Right as soon as I took the picture, my left knee bends backwards. And I couldn't walk again. I limped all the way out of that Walmart back to the car, and my leg just couldn't be straight anymore. My leg was gave me a lot of problems. After that, we went to the doctor. She couldn't figure out what was going on, so she referred me to another doctor, and the other doctor is like, well, it looks like you have connective knee tissue disease, but I can't be sure for certain, so I'm going to send you to another doctor. And so I got sent to another doctor, and he wants to run a whole bunch of tests. So he gives me an MRI for my knee. He gives me an MRI with contrast for my head. He gave me a few visual tests. He gave me some memory tests, and he gave me an EKG, which is basically a brainwave scan test along with some other things. They hook up a bunch of cables to your head and they try to understand you with a computer. They also gave me like a nerve test. That was painful because this guy, he'll take it looked like a wireless taser, and he will hit you in specific parts of your body that have nerves and stuff, and your nerves will vibrate and it hurts. This was all done in a few months. We go to the doctor this Thursday hoping to get an answer. He's like, well, you don't have Parkinson's, you don't have Lou Gehrig's, you don't have cancer. There's a slight little bit of that could be a tumor in the future, but we don't know yet. And I'm like, well, okay. He says, by the way, you have ADHD and some depression and extreme anxiety. And I was like, well, what does this have to do with my left knee? And he's like, I don't know. It has nothing to do with your left knee. We don't know. And I'm like, I went through all of this for nothing. Oh yeah, I also went through a lot of blood work. Normally when they take blood, they usually do like 2 vials and be done. I had about 12. I ended up having a bad reaction to it. A lot of doctors said, well, it's because you were going to pass out and everything, but that never really happens to me. If I pass out, I usually just black out. I've never felt to where my fingers, my hands are frozen. I never thought I would slur my speech like I was drinking alcohol or something. The doctor, after he tells me I got ADHD and all that stuff, my mom doesn't believe it. She thinks I have ADD, which is completely different. You can look it up. So the doctor, after he gave me all these tests, he refers me to another doctor. And then he just gave me a whole bunch of other tests to do. Gave me 3 more MRIs, or 4, and then he wanted to send me to a psychologist and a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm like, this has nothing to do with my knee. Nothing. We came here for my knee, come back with ADHD diagnostic. The brain scan with the MRI with contrast, that was painful. They stick a whole bunch of salt water in you and hope you glow in the dark. My mom thinks that because I worked so hard with that place, lifting heavy furniture, moving it around, she thinks I may have popped a disc in my back. That may have been the cause, because I was overusing. I had jogged back and forth to the workplace. I was lifting heavy furniture that was 3 times heavier than I was, because again, I'm underweight. So I might have a ruptured disc in my back. After all of it, my medical's records say that I have autism, I have Asperger's syndrome, Gilbert's, connective knee tissue disease, recently added ADHD, I think it's ADD instead of that, slipped rib, chest pain. So anyway, now you know. The only pain medicine that gave me some relief once was Aleve-X lotion. I used a ton of that when I went to Legoland on the 3rd day of Legoland. The first 2 days, I was in a lot of pain when I was hobbling my crutches all over the place. My sister was like, here, have some of this pain relief lotion. I put this thing on my knee. I didn't feel my knee. It felt great. I was able to hobble around faster in my crutches. People thought I was faking my injury. And again, you know who you are. I'm not going to say any names. Now that stuff doesn't really do anything anymore. As for the memory tests that I was given, I failed all of those. I usually take notes so I can read and try to remember all this stuff all over again, so that way I don't forget any of this stuff. But yeah, now that it's all said and done, I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.